Assalamu Alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba. And if you're a returning subscriber, jazakumullah khair for always watching my videos. My name is Baraka and I make videos around faith, lifestyle, food, and hopefully bismillah ta'ala travel in the hope that it will benefit someone out there, inshallah. So don't forget to use the subscribe button if you haven't. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward you for watching my videos. So inshallah we're going to start something called see the way I said it confidently as though I forgot out a name for it. But yeah, maybe quick chat with BK or I don't know, cordial talks. It's just a space where I'm just able to put up more videos by just whipping out my phone and you know my veil and sitting out in the corner of my living room to chit chat with you guys about certain issues of life. um uh I realize it's just planning and sitting now, waiting until I have that time to sit down in my workspace, setting up ring lights and all of that zaps from the level of consistency on here, and I really do not like it. Or waiting to buy certain gadgets, I just don't like it at all. So I'm gonna just be whipping out my phone, grabbing my veil, sitting down in the corner of my living room, chatting with you guys on what? Quick chat with BK or cordial talks with BK. I don't know what to call it, but you guys can let me know what you would like for it to be called, inshallah. So on the very first episode of whatever we're calling it, inshallah, um, we're going to be talking about the lack of motivation that some of us feel when it's like few days to Eid or when Eid is approaching. I was reflecting about the last Eid-l-Fitr, my last Eid-l-Fitr, and I was so embarrassed. Oh my god, I was so ashamed at myself because it was just not me at all. And I know that with adulting these things happen, but it was nothing BK. I'm sure Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was not proud of me because oh my god, I was so unmotivated. And for me, when something is happening, I always like to know what the cause of it is. But I'm not sure that at that time I even realized what the cause was. It was just, yeah, Eid is coming, because I was so tired, I was so exhausted. I just didn't put in any effort as I was supposed to. And I know that we experience this again and again, like I said, with life, with adulthood. Um, Most times it has to do with like the phase of life that we are in. Um, like I said, in my own case, it was stress. For some other people, it might just be, oh, they have just recently relocated. For some people, health reasons. For many reasons, like you might just feel like sometimes or many times it actually has to do with Ramadan itself. You sit down, reflect over Ramadan, and like, wow, this is not my best Ramadan, and it sort of translates to how you experience Eid as well. But what we tend to forget is that Eid is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's a time for gratitude, a time for reflection, a time for celebration. When you celebrate, you're able to celebrate Eid, or we are able to celebrate Eid only out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we're meant to celebrate it. We're meant to be grateful for it because, you know, um, it is a gift from Allah. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifts you something, He wants to see you bask in that gift. He wants to see you shine in that gift. He wants to see you appreciate that gift. And we tend to forget that, and usually because of life itself or our various experiences, of life or with life, whatever the English is. Um, so this is me just trying to encourage you that yes, life is not going to stop and it's going to keep happening, regardless of what phase of life you are in right now. Try as much as possible, how even your Ramadan has been. I mean, you still have a couple of hours if you're watching this video now. Try as much as possible to reignite the feeling, the excitement, that comes with, the anticipation of Eid or even Eid itself. Um, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? If you're feeling a type of way about Ramadan, um, again, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ever merciful. For Ramadan, I always like to sit down and think of what I could have actually done better. And that sort of, helps lift your soul as well. What did I do this Ramadan? What could I have done better? And try to note that down. Because we keep saying, oh, I'm going to do better the next Ramadan. Next Ramadan is just, literally by the corner. Before you blink, Ramadan is already here. You didn't do anything. So take your time to reflect. I mean, that's even what Eid is for, anyways. Don't allow the things that you're going through in your life zap from the excitement and the energy that you're supposed to give to the celebration of Eid. um Last year I didn't do a thing. I didn't even have Eid clothes. I didn't even put energy in buying Eid clothes. SubhanAllah. This year I have said it's not going to happen. It's not. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm healthy, out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And wherever that joy is, wherever that feeling of celebration is, I'm going to find it. If you have just recently moved abroad, it can be really tough, or you're living in a country where Islam is not celebrated or Islam is not appreciated. It can be tough, but and that's why I always say, try as much as possible to build your community, no matter how small it is. There's so much importance in doing that. If you have just recently moved, try to ask, where the Eid celebration is holding, where it's taking place, even if it's not in your city, in a closer city. You can go there, get involved in charity events, because another thing that can really zap from our feeling of excitement this year is the current happenings of the world. You want to eat myself, you're feeling guilty, but there's a reason why Allah has put you in a position where you can eat. And again, bask in that glory, bask in that rahmah, and appreciate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala whilst at it. Right? And make a lot of du'as for those who are not able to afford to, or those even people who are in the worst conditions. Wallahi, we're seeing how they're using the little that they have, to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why not do the same? Yeah. Last year I didn't put in any effort in the celebration of Eid. I remember just not even thinking it. I don't know. Oh my God, I don't even want to. I don't want to relive the experience ever again. And this year, that's not going to be me. Even though yes, I'm still going simple this year, but even like I wanted to go all out, but the, for example, the clothing that I specifically wanted, was from a store in Kuwait, and those ones were using my hair to do dilly dally. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what their problem was or what their problem is. So I decided that, there's a particular store that keeps showing the, I don't know if they show the advert or I follow the page. I'm not sure. It's called Hawa Clothing on Instagram, and I decided to get my clothes from there because, again, I'm a very simple. When it comes to clothing, I wear really really simple outfits. So I decided that I'll go on their website and do my shopping. Alhamdulillah, I did not. Usually, what I'll do even before last year was procrastinate, and then I end up sewing a particular clothes that I have at home. But like I said, this has to change. The traditions of Eid in my household has to be what I've always hoped for, since when I was young, since even before leaving my parents' house. So we're going to put in the effort and putting that energy bi'iznillahi ta'ala. And again, like I said, of course, after reflecting, make sure that you take your time. You spend some time reflecting on, the essence of Eid, the the happenings and your own experience of Ramadan this year, and just see how you can be better at it. Next Ramadan, inshallah. And even after Ramadan, what am I talking about after Ramadan? um. So yeah, I'm also going to be packing some Eid candies with my daughter. Like I said, we need to put in more effort in, doing these things. If you're a student, like look for things that you can do, hang out with your friends, um, and just know that you're going to be fine. At the end of the day, sometimes it's even, laziness. I tell you, you're just being so lazy. So again, snap out of it and understand the essence of Eid and have an amazing celebration. I wish us an amazing Eid, inshallah. Like I said, I'm excited about my energy this year, and I hope that Allah comes through for you. Regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, Allah accept all your du'as, Allah ease your affairs, again, so that you can be amongst those people who enjoy this very amazing festive period. Okay, that's supposed to be our first episode of Quick Chat with BK. And I hope that it sort of lifted your spirit, inshallah. I don't know why I was not staring into the camera because hello, the comfort of being in your living room and not being in your workspace. I love it. Um, I hope that sort of lifted your spirits in a way. Inshallah, I'm going to see you in my next episode. Again, subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.